Hey, what's going on guys? JTails here with another quick video on choosing the controller settings that are right for you. So very quickly, I just want to ask you if you can please grab your controller, whatever controller you use for Smash. Go get that now real quick. And while you do that, I'm going to make some quick announcements. I left my job, so I am now going to be a full-time YouTuber and streamer. And as you can see, we have some better quality, so that's awesome. So for those of you who don't know where the menu is to set up your controls, I'm going to be showing you. It's in Games and More, and then you're going to want to go to Options here. Then you're going to want to go to Controls, and then you choose whichever name you use while you're playing Smash. Mine is JTails, and every name has its own controller settings. So now just choose the controller that you play with the most, whatever controller you use for Smash. And for me, it's the GameCube remote, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so my controls, pretty standard. Shield, grab, I grab with Z. Y is set to jump, but I don't really press it. X is the one I mainly jump with. And everything else is default. Everything is default except for tap jump off and rumble. Rumble actually deteriorates your controller over time, that's why I take it off. And tap jump off, this is really what I wanted to talk about. It's very important if you're going to be playing Smash. And let me show you why tap jump on I don't like. So very quickly, we're just going to go and test that out. So you'll see when I'm trying to do up tilts, I'm jumping instead. You have to very delicately tilt the control stick up if you don't want to jump by mistake. And now you'll notice every time I do the up B, Mario is actually jumping first and then doing up B. So that's why I take tap jump off, so that I can have more control over my character. If I jump, I press X. Otherwise, I can just hold up and up tilt and up B exactly when I want to. I won't miss my up B, I won't waste my jump. I'll be able to just have better control. And the reason I like X and A is because I can slide my thumb over from X to A very quickly. So if I want to do a back air, up air, I'm literally just taking my thumb and sliding it from X to A. And you can see how fast my moves can come out. So that might be a reason, if you're getting slow inputs, you might be pressing X than A, or you might have a slower configuration, or a configuration that gives you less control. But once again, these depend on a lot of factors, whether you're left-handed, or if you grew up playing on the Wii U gamepad or any other control, things might not feel as comfortable for you. So that's why I choose, I only jump with X. I think it's optimal, and I take tap jump off and I use a GameCube remote because I've been playing since Melee, so I don't feel like I need to really use any other controllers. Alright, so going back into it, so yeah, you can mess around with these and just figure out what works best for you. Some players actually like Y as grab, because it's faster, and it's faster in the sense that you don't have to push down a button. I know a lot of players in tournament, they'll set their grab button to Y. So you can notice with the L and R triggers, it actually takes some time for the button to get pushed down. Whereas the Y button, it's right there and you just press it and the grab happens. So those that half a second or 1/3 of a second, people take into account sometimes, so they set their Y to grab. Another thing people mess around with is Smash on the C stick. I leave mine on Smash because I don't really notice a difference, and I think it's fine if I want to do aerials with it. I don't usually use it for aerials, but sometimes I do. But some people set it to attack, and it'll be basically a tilt stick. So when they tap it, they'll get tilts instead of smashes. And the reasoning behind this is when you do aerials with it, it won't affect your momentum. It won't cancel your momentum. So that's the reason why people might use a tilt stick. Once again, I just stick to default, and it's worked out for me just fine. And yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of controller settings that people use. So once again, I would Oh well, my Wii U gamepad settings are R is grab because once again I like grab being on the right side where Z would be. Everything else is shield. I don't really care about it. And tap jump off. Everything is pretty much the same. And I don't really use Wiimote and Nunchuck. I think if you're using Wiimote and Nunchuck or just a Wiimote, I highly recommend that you would get a gamepad, a GameCube controller, an adapter, a Pro controller, because these other controls, they have less, you have less control over your characters, so that might be affecting your win rate. If you're planning on competing or even just want a better win rate on For Glory, I'd highly, even a 3DS would be better. And once again, on 3DS, my controllers are R to grab and L to shield, and tap jump off, of course. So yeah, these are just some things for you to take into consideration when setting up your controls, because it does have a big impact. Rumble off, of course, on everything, because it does, once again, over time, all that rumbling and rattling wears down your controllers. So yeah, so hopefully you guys, you know, can take something from this and include it into your, you know, figuring out what controls work best for you, what's, you know, most comfortable for you. Everybody's different, so what works for me might not work for you. So once again, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you can, please give this a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. You know, leave a nice comment if you found this helpful, and share it with your friends, anybody who's interested in improving in Smash and getting better. Yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. I will catch you guys next time. Later.